everyone. I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend and that you are feeling rested and restored. Sometimes the weekend can have the opposite effect on you if it's a busy one, but I do hope that this week finds you in good spirits and looking forward to things. Okay, so we're going to use two decks of cards today, the Keepers of the Light and Ascended Masters. I felt like I needed to use both of these today to get some messages for us, so we're going to see what they bring up. All right, if you are new here, very welcome. And what we do on a Monday is I ask for what the guidance is for the week ahead, what the week might look like, what advice they have for us to get through it or to make the most of it, and then we go from there and see what we can find out for you. And if there's any advice or things we need to look out for, sometimes that is brought up as well. So it's not just all about love and light and that nothing happens in life that is potentially unpleasant, but also that we are very realistic about things and just do our best to have a heads up and deal with it in the best way possible. Okay, for my existing clients and those who are watching my videos every week, I say thank you very much and welcome back. My name is Shireen. If you are new here and you've never watched one of my videos before. All right, so what we do is we ask what the energy for the week ahead might be, and I feel for this one I would like to possibly have one from each of the decks of cards. Okay, so can I please have the energy for the week ahead? What does the week ahead look like for us in terms of general energy? Almoria, awakening presence. The universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Okay, I do feel energies are a bit weird. They have been since last week. And maybe you're just having weird, like erratic interactions with people. I find that it's often with people that we don't really know, like messages that come through maybe in your social media or something like this. And people are just seem to be very short-tempered and short in the way that they address other people. So I think that this is to a large extent about us being centered, remember who we are and where we fit into the universe, and look at things from the larger scheme of things. You know, the bird's eye view. Don't get too emotionally invested in things that are nonsense or a waste of time. And to know the universe is with you. Wear a cloak of protection and love. Try to deal with things from a place of love, even if that is loving detachment. I lovingly decide I'm not dealing with you today. Okay, so let's see what the other deck of cards has for us. There we go. Artistic expression, Paul the Venetian. Oh, that's quite lovely. All right, this is coming through a lot lately, that people need to make sure that they're doing things that are artistic or really get their creative side going. I feel like there's a need for that, and that is very closely connected to spirituality. When we are doing things that are creative, artistic, we're drawing, painting, woodworking, metalworking, whatever it is that is your groove, it's a really good way of using other parts of your brain and of connecting on different levels. And often we will look for inspiration from nature. Being out in nature is fantastic and helps with this as well. So this seems to be the general theme of the week ahead. I want to actually read about Paul the Venetian. For some reason I feel like I want to see what this is. Artistic expression. This card signals that your artistic talents are in need of creative expression. You have hidden talents that lie dormant. This trapped energy can make you feel tired, restless, and anxious, and can lead to addictions if the energy isn't expressed. Even if your artistic abilities feel unpolished, they need an outlet. Make the time today to draw, paint, sing, play music, write, take photographs, make jewelry, sew, dance, or do something artistic and creative. You may find the key to your life's purpose and ideal career through this process. I often say to people, if you don't know what would be meaningful for you, if you feel lost in your job, look at what you do in your spare time. Look at what you love doing that doesn't seem like work to you, that you're passionate about, things that you feel compelled to do, that no one's telling you to do. You just feel like that's where you are happy, that's your happy place. And often that is something that can be turned into a job. And you can create and be wonderfully blessed financially and in other ways by doing what you love. So that I can get behind for sure. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got. Okay, is there anything else we need to know about this, or anything that we can use in terms of advice, or anything we need to do this week, please, that's going to be helpful? What else do we need to know? There we go. The Holy Spirit, expected miracles. You know, the word of the year, which one of my good friends asked me to give her, she says, what's your word for the year, Shireen? Shout out to Tracy. I said to her miracles, because I've had a theme of miracles and believe in miracles this year, and miracles can happen. And I really think that this year has a different energy to the past couple of years that have been so heavy. I feel like there is potential for miracles. There is potential for things coming to fruition that we have been struggling with for a while. And I really love this. And it says, remember that only love is real. And here it says, wear a cloak of protection and love. So looking at things from that perspective, and I started off the reading saying not everything is love and light, but I think you know what I meant by that. And when we are dealing with darker energies, or even energies of fear, like lack, frustration, anger, spitefulness, whatever it is that might rear its ugly head, coming from a place of love, coming from a place of maybe I should put myself in this person's shoes, or maybe I just don't deal with this. You know, you can't rationalize and justify certain things, and you can't help people who don't want to be helped. Sometimes we hit these snags and obstacles in our lives, and in this case I feel like this is really saying, you know, you need to fill your own cup, and you need to believe that if you keep your energy positive as well, if you remember that only love is real, miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. So that's just about all you need to do. You don't need to go and, you know, exert yourself. And I also feel like for some of you, you've questioned, are you not trying hard enough? And I think that sometimes we try too hard, and we might be either directing our energy in the wrong place because we are coming from a place of fear or lack, or it's not going to work, or whatever that belief system is, or we are just not having enough faith in ourselves, thinking that we have to be in control of it, we have to always be pushing forward. And yes, we are encouraged to direct our energy correctly and to always be focusing on what we want to grow and making sure that that focus is in the appropriate place. But this, to a large extent, is saying, don't worry, there are miracles on the way already. When we get a card like this, it shows that that's already something that Spirit is working on. It's already happening on the inner planes. All you have to do is be open to it. This is saying, just expect the miracles. Only love is real. Say thank you. Send out gratitude. I am so happy and grateful that this is coming to me, that I am now able to receive my miracles. I'm receptive. I'm open to it. Please bring it on. You don't have to do anything else. Okay, miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Joan of Arc says, voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. This is literally about not being afraid to say something because we're scared of judgment, or we think we're going to get the wrong results, or whatever fear-based energies are attached to this. It's saying speak your truth. If you are always honest and you speak your truth from a place of love as well, you are not out to just hurt somebody or be really mean and nasty. If you set healthy boundaries for yourself, or you express yourself and you do it in a loving way and say, listen, I really don't think that I'm the right person for you. I don't think that I want to get involved in this. You know, you're allowed to have those choices. No is also an answer, and we have to also sometimes take the stance of self-preservation in certain ways and in certain circumstances, and just say no thank you, or I can't do this, or I don't want to. That's fine. You're allowed to do that. That's how you fill your own cup. when I keep seeing this now, you know, it looks like the Ace of Cups in the tarot. And this is about the potential for creativity. That's exactly what they're talking about, this artistic expression. Creativity, joy, abundance, emotional gratification, things that really give us that elevated emotion of joy and accomplishment. You know, when we've made something beautiful and we've followed that artistic expression, that's what brings that joy for us. Okay, so it's like if you're scared to pick up your tools and make something because you're afraid that it's not going to work, why don't you just trust that maybe Spirit has a part to play and it's going to make it turn out beautifully? Okay, I'm sure at some point in your life you've done something or created something, and while you're doing it, you're thinking, oh, I don't know how this is going to end up. And when you're finished with it, you're like, wow, this actually ended up much nicer than I thought. And you surprise yourself. And it's often when we're in a high vibration state and when Spirit is, we're giving them that little opening to also contribute to our lives. Okay, so if you want to do something, speak up. If you don't want to do something, speak up. Stand strong, focus on your purpose, release the fear of persecution. Don't care what other people think. What other people think of you is none of your business. Your life is not a popularity contest. You are here for you. You are here to fill your cup. Not at the expense of others, obviously, but you're also not in a position to let your happiness be lost because others do it at your expense. Okay, so healthy boundaries is definitely a theme here. Let's see what else comes up here. Okay. What else do we need from this deck of cards, please? What else do we need to know? Mother, wife, sister, or daughter, Lady Nada. I'm just trying to see what's coming through for that. Is there anything else that goes with this? Yes. Moses, take charge of the situation. All right, so this is voice of truth. This is definitely saying that we need to be more assertive with certain things. Truth is coming up twice. Okay. I just see truth, truth, truth everywhere. Actually, not just twice, but this is like you can direct your energies. And I don't know exactly what this is about, so I'm going to read from the book. I don't know if this relates to somebody's connection like that, a woman in your life in some way, that there needs to be balance in that relationship. We'll see what the book says in a minute. But I feel as if this is somebody having to direct their energies better. Something is, yeah, you need to assert yourself, you need to speak up, you need to have that conversation, but always from that higher mind, from that perspective of, I'm not here just to be all about myself, but I'm also not going to let someone else be all about themselves to my detriment. And if I'm unhappy about something, I need to speak up. If I want change, I need to be willing to direct my energy and affect that change. I can't just, you know, let my energy go all over the place and let my energy maybe even be taken up by somebody else because they don't respect that I also need certain things in life. I need space, I need love, I need time, whatever the case is. Let's see, what else do we have from this deck of cards, please? Balance, career, and home life. Okay, so there might be this situation as well where there is somebody who's trying to be a jack of all trades, a mother and a business owner, and this and a that, and this balance is needed. I feel like this belongs here. Balance, career, and home life. Isis. You know, this is such a powerful card in that she is a powerful icon or archetype or whatever you want to call it, goddess. And she does have the ability to do this. She balances that, but she definitely someone knows how to direct her energy, and she's definitely someone who draws healthy boundaries for herself she takes charge of her life. She takes charge of what's going on. And in taking charge, I know it sounds contradictory because I've said let Spirit just step in and help, but that does not happen without Spirit. Okay, they're showing you Moses parting the Red Sea here as per the story in the Bible, but he didn't do that without God's help. Okay, so whether you're religious or not, whether you're spiritual or not, whether you care about the stories in the Bible or not, this is an analogy for that, and it's saying you have the power to do that, but it always takes the human element and the spirit element. That's how we take charge of our lives. We don't take charge of our lives by purely directing everything by ourselves and excluding Spirit. And we don't allow, we don't just sit back and say, oh, well, Spirit will sort it out. That doesn't get anything done. But this connection to Spirit and how we use that to direct our energy is very important, because that puts us in a position of power. And that power is not just ours. So that's where that egotistical kind of energy just drops away. It falls away, because we know that this is a catalyst for our actions. Spirit is a catalyst for our actions, but we need to open up to that. Okay, you need to say, yes, I accept these miracles that can come into my life. They don't come without our action as well. All right, so we work in consort with Spirit. We say, show me what I need to do now. And the signs and the synchronicities come along, and we get some idea of how we must direct that energy. So we can draw on it at any time we need and say, please help me with this right now. Just like the story goes. And with the human element and the spirit element together, that's when miracles can come. Okay, so allow Spirit to have some kind of involvement in your life and your affairs. Don't get so caught up in your day-to-day stuff that you forget to connect. Make time for it, even if it's 10 minutes. There's 10-minute meditations and stuff on YouTube for days. Go find one that you can do every day to give yourself that little bit of time, and it opens you up to that creativity that you're looking for, different ideas. You never know what you come across. All right. I want to quickly read the mother, wife, sister, daughter. Let's see what this says. The issue that you're asking about involves a significant woman in your life, such as your mother, wife, girlfriend, sister, or daughter. The first person who comes to mind is correct. Any unhealed feelings that you carry towards this person could be blocking or slowing the manifestation of your dreams, as well as leading to imbalances. This is a perfect time to call upon the universe, your guides and angels, to release any toxins associated with the past or present female relationships. This process opens the way for healthy relationships with women, including your own feminine energy. Additional meanings could be: balance your masculine and feminine energies by practicing giving and receiving on a daily basis. Be willing to forgive a woman in your life who seems to have hurt you. A female deceased loved one is saying, I love you from heaven, perhaps. A new relationship with a woman will prove to be very significant. Lady Nada is an ascended master who works with Saint Germain and Archangel Michael to help bring about balance of male and female energies in the world. Her name signifies the beautiful sound of the void of silence, where peace is found. You can call upon Lady Nada to help you find peace with both females and males in your life, and also to harmonize and balance masculine or feminine energies within yourself. Okay, that's lovely. I think that kind of answers the question there. So it could be that you really need to be honest with this woman in your life. Maybe there is something you need to talk about. Maybe she needs to also feel safe enough to be honest with you, and that only comes through our honest expression. All right, let's see what else we have. Anything else for this week ahead, please? Yeah, they come. All right. Kuan Yin. What a beautiful energy. And Mary Magdalene. Kuan Yin literally is about compassion. She is about compassion not only for others, but also for ourselves. Remember what I said about fill your own cup here. Choose to be love. There it is again. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Mary Magdalene, teacher awakens. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. All right, this is also about this artistic expression here, where it's saying there's something that you have to share, whether it's poetry, dancing, it can be absolutely anything. But there's something that you have that can be your contribution to the world, and you're being implored to please explore it, discover it, find it. Maybe there's some imbalance here with the female energy too that feels like it prevents you from doing that. Maybe you want to start a woodworking business and you feel like your wife's unapproachable. Whatever the situation is here. All right, it's saying it's safe to speak about it. If you come from a place of love, it will be safe to speak about this. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. Like I say, she is about having compassion for others, but also having compassion for ourselves. It works both ways. And that also is the balance. Balancing the masculine and feminine. Bringing things back into balance so that you can feel whole and you can feel as if you are balanced. And that automatically balances the relationships and the situations around us. Okay. I'm going to take the cards from the bottom of the deck for each of these. And the first one here is Divine Intervention. The Divine Director. Intervention and purpose. It's talking a lot about purpose. And it says here, stay strong, focus on your purpose. Your purpose could be that thing that you do for a hobby. Seriously, all right? Something creative. That is what keeps our spirit alive. When you feel like you're not being creative and you don't even know where your enthusiasm is, or you can't muster that excitement for life, then you know you're doing the wrong thing. It's quite simple. Okay, it says your divine intervention is occurring. There again is the message that gives spirit a bit of space to work here. Okay, know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. A lot of people ask, I don't know what my purpose is. Happiness is your purpose. That's one of the best statements that you could ever hear in your life, because if you are in a state of happiness, if you're doing something that really makes you happy, you are being on purpose. You are being purposeful, and you're bringing joy into your own life, and usually by default into the life of others. Okay, what's at the bottom of this one? You are seeing the situation accurately. Okay, so I feel like this is, if you are thinking about pursuing something or getting into something that you want to do that might be unconventional, like I said, your hobby becomes your job. Some people would brush that off immediately and say, get a real job. That's not always the case, okay? People could have quite easily said that to me when I quit my real job and decided to do this for a living. But I decided to follow my heart. I knew that this was making me feel purposeful. I knew that it brought me joy. I knew that it kept me open to creativity and to spirit. And then on top of that, I can even do more creativity. I can paint or draw or whatever it is that opens that up for me. All right, but I think that it truly is, you just have to be honest with yourself, and you need to do things from the heart, from that place of love. And it's saying you are seeing the situation accurately. So if you have to have a conversation with someone and have an honest conversation about something, and you think that it's going to be a bit of a touchy subject, so to speak, it's saying don't be afraid. You are protected. You have this huge presence around you, and this is an awakening presence. Okay, this is exactly saying to you, you might be coming to some kind of awakening from an artistic perspective, that if you try this or you dip your toe in the water, so to speak, you might surprise yourself. And if you are honest with the people around you about what you want to do, you might be surprised by the answers. And if you feel like you need to stand up and speak your truth, however you see the situation, you are seeing it accurately. So it seems to be that you are in the right if there's a difficult situation to be discussed. What you're thinking, or what your perspective is, and what your point of view is in this situation is accurate. It is correct. And you might very well be surprised if you're too scared to tell someone something or share something with someone, and you do it, and you're brave, and you have that courage, and you do it from a place of love, you might get a very, very different response to what you expect. I feel like this can be really monumental. If we have the courage to do this, this can be monumental. This can take you from one place in your life to a completely different place in your life. And we have this full moon coming up on Wednesday, and I'm just seeing this full moon here. So if you want to set any intentions for that, I think it would be a wonderful time to do so. All right, I am taking bookings for energy sessions for Wednesday, actually, for those intention setting sessions. There's a myriad of different ones that you can do for your business, for your health, to balance your energy centers, purge negativity, whatever it feels like you need to do. You might even need to heal a relationship here, okay, or open up communication. Those are intentions that you can set. So those bookings will be open until Tuesday night. And please give me a shout if you're interested, or if you want to know which one might be best for you. All right, I wish you all a beautiful week ahead. I do sincerely hope that this guidance helps you, and I'll chat to you again soon. Take care. Lots of love. Bye for now.